Now, one of the most crazy things that have happened, and if you haven't really kept up with social media right now, you probably don't know too much about this because a lot of big media, national media, is not picking this up, which they should, because this is going to be a big story and really could change or create a momentum, a wave for paying student athletes in the NCAA. And I know we hear this a lot, it seems like every offseason, but a new way. Now, vlogs have been a popular video trend on YouTube, and with the rise of former and current athletes recording their life on camera for hundreds of thousands of fans, it's become a new trend in itself. Now, we all know that being a student athlete is tough as it is, but for a student athlete to find a way to explore their career and make some money on the side and play football, well, that's something the NCAA doesn't want them to do. University of Central Florida kicker Donald De La Haye quickly found out that after he was called into the UCF's compliance office and was told to either quit making videos or quit football due to NCAA potential violations. Now, according to NCAA bylaw 12.4.4, a student athlete, quote, may establish his or own business provided the student athlete's name, photograph, appearance, or athletic reputation are not used to promote the business, end quote. So basically, you're a ghostwriter, right? You can't have any likeliness. You can't be you in your own business. Now, the problem with this is that the NCAA continues to promote their marketing and promote their commercials of, well, more than blank percentage go pro in something else other than sports. How many times have you heard that? Yet they can't do it while they're in the NCAA because it'll jeopardize their eligibility and potentially can get the school in trouble, which then the school says, well, we got to worry about ourselves. So either you quit making videos or we're kicking you off the program. Your scholarship is gone and you're no longer participating in football. I mean, what is that? It's terrible. Now, more than half of De La Haye's channel, his YouTube channel is Destroying. Videos touch on topics of kicking, because he's a kicker, and campus life. Now, in other words, well, I just said that, you could create anything, but your name and your likeness cannot be used. Now, he has over 50,000 subscribers, and I'm one of them. I found his account about a month back when he had just around 10,000 subscribers or so. And of course, it has jumped up. It's jumped another 6,000 this past week just because of the story alone. And I enjoy his videos because they are entertaining. And yes, I found it a little bit more entertaining because it was an insight into a student athlete's life. And it's I don't know if entertaining is the right word. It's intriguing. It's interesting to see how each student athlete juggles campus life and football. I've always found that pretty interesting to see how it is. Now, it's just, I don't know. Now, YouTube, of course, it allows you to create content and make money from it, just like what I'm doing, right? I make YouTube videos. I make money from them. I don't make a lot, but I do make money. And anybody can do it. Once you get a certain amount of videos, and I think YouTube now has a new rule that they are now establishing, you have to have over 100,000 or over 10,000 lifetime views before you can actually start making money from them. So it changed a little bit. Thanks to you guys, we got over 200,000 lifetime views, so appreciate it. But anyways, it's a great way to make money. And I always wondered because vlogs are so popular across YouTube. There's a guy, Roman Atwood is his name. He's got over 12 million subscribers. 12 million people are subscribed to him to watch his life. He just records his day no matter what it is. It's not like it's always something he's going out and doing some crazy that other people wouldn't do. It could just be him going to the store and spending time with his family, and over 1 million people watch that video. Each video, over 1 million, 2 million. He's got some that are over 27 million. It's crazy. And I always wonder, why wouldn't student athletes do that? I can't be the only one that thinks it's interesting. Obviously not. 50,000 people also think it is. And this would be a great way for them to make money on the side instead of having to work in another kind of normal job that would just add stress. And sometimes they don't have time for that. This allows them to use the time that they already have and make some money off of it. Now, Della Haye said in a statement, quote, "I feel like I'm owned by the NCAA. They can use my name and likeliness to make money off of me, but I can't. I'm not out here selling autographs. I'm not boosting that I'm a UCF player. Any other YouTuber with the same amount of subscribers would make the same amount of money as me. It's a senseless rule, in my opinion, especially in the age of social media," end quote. Now, on Saturday, De La Hoya posted an emotional plea on his channel after receiving the news. Since then, he says he has barely slept and has had trouble focusing on schoolwork as he wrestles with deciding what to do next. Because this is his career. It's not like he was just doing this on the side. He's a marketing major. His dad was into videography, and he's been into videography since he was 10 years old or so. So this isn't something he just said, "Oh, look, I can make money off this. Let me do it." This is something into his career. Now, for now, he's hoping that the school will help him apply for a waiver and that the NCAA will allow him to keep his scholarship and his earnings. An NCAA spokeswoman said on Tuesday that the organization hasn't received a waiver yet and wasn't currently reviewing the situation. Of course not. The NCAA is facing an increasing legal and public perceptions pressure to allow student athletes, of course, to earn income, particularly from their name and likeliness, a restriction that isn't applied to any other college students, even those on scholarship. Now, on Friday, this other news came out that former UNLV basketball players, women basketball players, Dylan and Dakota Gonzalez, told a news outlet their decision to forego their final year of eligibility to focus on their music careers. And it was 90 to 95%, quote, due to NCAA rules, end quote. That's crazy. So let me know what you think about this. Should student athletes get paid? I think so. And I think this would be a great way, and it's not hurting anybody. But, the NCAA, they got to make the money. They got to make their money.